Basic question, but how do you feel about your performance tonight?
I feel good. I felt like it's a good fight for me. I've never got a knockout with my hands, so yeah, I feel good all around. Can't complain.
I guess when you landed that one, you didn't know that was over.
Yeah, like when I hit him, I didn't even know it landed so clean. But obviously when he fell back and his eyes were like behind his head, I knew it was over. But I mean, I told my coach too, because like when we spar, like if I hit somebody and I drop them in our gym, we run up on them and we try and keep like hitting them. So that's like how I train. So even in the beginning, like when I didn't even know I poked him in the eye, but when I seen him turn away from me, I was just like kill him. I was just gonna try and kick him in his head, but Big John stepped in and I didn't hear him say stop. So kind of the same thing when I knocked him out. I just until the referee stops me and pulls me off, just keep hitting him.
And you were undefeated going into this, right?
Yeah, I'm undefeated. I lost in the show to Ally. I went to my split decision, but technically on my pro record, yeah, I'm undefeated.
Is that something that really matters to you at all, staying undefeated?
Honestly, I could care less. I feel like when I was coming up, I was like, man, I gotta be undefeated. You know, it's like my resume, blah blah blah. But I'm in the UFC now, and I'm working my butt off, and honestly, like trying to hold on to my record, being undefeated, it's something that I don't really care for anymore. I'm getting older and more mature as a fighter, so it is what it is, just a record.
With the knockout coming so close after the eye poke, I mean, are you concerned that people will tie those two things together?
Not really. I mean, it is what it is. I feel like it's kind of out of my hands when it comes to like that stuff. I feel like he took a break and all that, and the ref said go again. So honestly, I just go by what the referee says.
Did you feel that you had poked him?
No, I didn't. I did like a step back right hook, like from orthodox, a step back southpaw and throw a right hook. And yeah, I guess I hit him in the eye. I honestly didn't even. All I say, because I missed with the hook and I kind of turned like this, and by the time I turned back around, he was already turned like this away from me. So I thought maybe like I just rocked him. He was like kind of rocked. So I went to go. I was gonna kick him, but I heard Big John, no, stop. So like I pulled the kick, and then Big John stepped in. And was like careful. I was like okay.
You said it's the first time you've gotten a KO with your hands. So have you been less confident in your hands in the past, or you think it just was something that never landed?
I just kind of like I just grew up kicking a lot, and kicking and wrestling, and I've always relied on my hands. But I felt like coming up with the people that I spar with a lot, they were all hands because they were shorter than me, like Jeremy Stevens, and all I did was throw bricks. So I had to get good at defending hands a lot. So it kind of, when I went to Alliance and I started working my hands a lot, I kind of came back full circle, and not only did I have defense, I had offense going with it too, and I got more confident too. Yes. Let's
talk about Alliance. Obviously the champ, Dominic Cruz, is down there. You've got Ross Pearson. You've got some great guys down there. Who did you work with mainly before this?
A lot of my sparring rounds were really Ross Pearson. Yeah.
He's a beast.
Oh, dude, like. I would literally come to practice. It's so funny. I was telling Chandler about this. I come to practice, and I'm the type of guy, like when we're warming up for sparring, there's like a bunch of killers in the room, and I'm like, okay, if I don't go ask coach and have him put me with somebody, I'm gonna go with the weakest guy here because I'm nervous today. So like I go to coach thinking, oh man, who are you gonna put me with? I went with Ross last week. He's gonna put me with somebody. He'd be like, oh, you're in the cage 3 rounds with Ross. I'm like, man, like I should be good for asking, but yeah. So Ross, and then Michael Chandler and Paul Bradley too. Yep, so beast. All of them. No easy rounds.
Can you take out Phil?
Phil Davis? No, he's so big. I don't even spar with him because he would. He's just so big. But I do grapple with him, and that's pretty cool because we go at it pretty good. He's a good grappler. He's a beast.
You think?
Yeah, I got to out-muscle him.
Prior to this, coming off the show, you weren't necessarily heralded. You kind of flew under the radar. You know what I mean? Now you're on a really good run. You put together some solid wins. Is the underdog title kind of stripped from you?
I don't know. I feel like that just goes with my personality. I feel like a lot of people just write me off because, I mean, if you look at me, I'm not like an intimidating looking dude. I'm not out calling people out. And I just work hard at myself, and then I focus in on what I have control over. I'm not like on Twitter all the time calling out stuff and then putting stupid stuff so I can get attention. I really don't. I don't need attention. I'm happy with myself. Everything I put on Twitter, it's like real life stuff. Like when I went to the gym, I went sparring. I look at other people's Twitter sometimes and they're like, got funny this and funny that, and I'm like, man, where do they get all this time to get all these jokes and stuff? I'm like, I'm just in the gym all the time. So yeah, I think a lot of people just write me off and I'm an underdog because of that type of stuff. I'm not out calling people out. I'm not out, trying to get everybody to talk about me or whatnot. It's like, I don't know. I just do my own thing. I've always kind of been like that.
And it doesn't really even seem like you're feeling the pressure to do that. It's like, I think a lot of fighters feel kind of pushed into selling a fight, and It doesn't even seem like you're concerned with that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not, because I don't really have any control over it. You know what I mean? It's like the only thing I have control over is my training, and then going out there and just fighting. I don't even have control over winning, because there's so many good guys in the UFC. All I do is focus on like what I have control over, and that's just working my butt off, and that's just having fun, really trying to enjoy this. Because like you said with the pressure, if I let all that pressure get to me, this what I do isn't fun anymore. And as soon as it's not fun anymore, that's when I got a problem. Because I mean, life's short, man. I'm doing it because I love to do it, and I don't got time for like to think about pressure, all this pressure. That I just focused in on my girl and my close training partners, and it's like we just have good times, you know, training together, and we're like a team and a family.